In part one of this story, we introduced you to 6-year-old Holston, a cancer patient at East Tennessee Children's Hospital. If you haven't watched that part of the story, you can find it at etch.com/seasonofgiving.
6, 7, 8.
Mary Beth had gotten used to hospital stays. That's what you do when one of your children has cancer.
Lay down there on your belly.
His immune system was low and his counts were low, and we went in for the hospital for a few days.
But she wasn't prepared for this.
And things got very bad.
The infections fought relentlessly.
Holston started with an infection from his port. We treated that. The next week he got another one, and we treated that. He got other infections. We ended up with a total of 5. One was a repeated infection.
You're gonna walk.
With infection after infection, the now 5-year-old Holston stood his ground.
Hold on.
Complications from his cancer unleashed a stout attack.
We were looking at 104-degree temperatures. We were hallucinating in our room.
Holston's body started to crumble.
I'm getting tired.
After he had surgery to close the infected port, he stayed in the pediatric intensive care unit.
And things started going very bleak. Body functions weren't working. He was still maintaining his temperatures.
Doctors found pneumonia through an x-ray, which was making it hard to breathe. The new diagnosis forced Holston onto a ventilator.
I've never wanted to wish a child, much less mine, to be put on a ventilator. But when you watch your child and you watch them all night long to make sure that they're able to breathe, you're thankful when the doctor finally comes in and decides it's time for a ventilator. It sounds like the parent's worst nightmare, but at that time, we wanted that. It was so desperate at that time.
22 days of desperation in the PICU. 17 of them on a ventilator. Mary Beth says one of her few comforts was a staff of devoted nurses and doctors at Children's Hospital working to strengthen her son in his battle.
But there were days that we weren't sure where the next would go. But I love the fact that the staff never questioned the day would end. The question was, what are we going to do to get to tomorrow? And as a parent who's looking on a situation, you're not going to give up on your child, and you want everyone walking into that room, no matter what their capacity is, that their goal is, I'm getting him better. I'm going to try whatever.
And one PICU doctor did take a chance, as Holston was barely hanging on, one that might keep the young boy from having to go on dialysis for his failing kidneys. In part 3 of Holston's story, we'll find out how his hospital family kept him alive even when his body faltered. When you support Children's Hospital, you're helping kids like Holston get the cancer care he needs. If you'd like to donate, head to etch.com/seasonofgiving. And don't wait. Give right now. Delta Dental is matching up to $10,000 of your donations this week.